फाल्गुन शुद्ध अष्टमी गुरुवार दिनांक 22 फेब्रुवारी 2018। चरक चिकित्सा स्थान अध्याय 21 सूत्र 35। शंखं चक्रं जलौकान्दरमृदघटं चारुदोर्भिश्चतुर्भिः सूक्ष्मस्वच्छातिरुद्यां शुकपरिविलसन् मौलिमम्भोजनेत्रं कालाम्भोदोज्ज्वलाङ्गं कटितटविलसच्चारुपीताम्बराढ्यं वन्दे धन्वन्तरिं तं निखिलगतवनप्रौढदावाग्निलीलम् प्रौढदावाग्निलीलम् ब्रह्मणो हि समारब्धामात्रेयाद्येषु पूजिताम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् आयुर्वेदरतं वन्दे माधवाख्यं महागुरुम् आयुर्वेदामृतं सर्वं शिष्येभ्यो यः प्रदत्तवान् द्रष्टाज्ञानी दुष्टकर्मा कृतकर्मा तथैव च अध्यापको विषक्श्रेष्ठो महान् संशोधकस्तथा गुणैरेतैः समुदितैः यत्कार्यं प्रतनोति सः समृद्ध्यर्थं हि कार्यस्य वयं नु प्रयतामहे सरस्वत्यै नमो यस्याः प्रसादात् पुण्यकर्मभिः बुद्धिदर्पणसङ्क्रान्तं जगदध्यक्षमीक्षते आत्रेयं प्रथमं वन्दे आयुर्वेदजगद्गुरुम् आयुर्वेदामृतं सर्वं गृहीत्वा हि सुरेश्वरात् अग्निवेशादिकेभ्यो यत् प्रयच्छत् मुनिसत्तमः प्रथमं तन्त्रकर्तारम् अग्निवेशं नमाम्यहम्। अद्य गुरुवासरः फाल्गुन शुद्ध अष्टमी दिनांक 22 फेब्रुवारी 2018। चरक चिकित्सा स्थान 21 सूत्र क्रमांक 35। वातपित्तं प्रकुपितं अतिमात्रं स्वहेतुभिः परस्परं लब्धबलं दहद्गात्रं विसर्पति। इदानीं द्वन्द्वजानां विसर्पाणां निदानमाह वातपित्तं प्रकुपितम् इत्यादि। एवं तर्हि वातजस्य पित्तजस्य श्लेष्मजस्य च विसर्पस्य लक्षणं कारणानि च उक्त्वा इदानीं द्वन्द्वयोः अथवा संसर्गस्य विसर्पस्य संसर्गस्य विसर्पस्य निदानं वक्तुमारभते। वातपित्तं प्रकुपितं तर्हि अत्र वातपित्तयोः द्वयोः अपि प्रकोपः स्वैः निदानैः स्वहेतुभिः तत्र स्वतन्त्रतया द्वयोः कारणानि निर्दिष्टानि न सन्ति। परस्परं लब्धबलम् इदं महत्वपूर्णम् यत् ते उभयोः ते वातपित्ते परस्परं बलं दत्ततः इति। यदा संसर्गः भवति तदा द्वयोः दोषयोः तादृशः मेलकः यत् परस्परपूरकत्वं तेषाम् उपलभ्यते इति। अतः संसर्गः करीयान् एवञ्च चिकित्सितुं कष्टसाध्यः इति। तदुपतापाद् आतुरः सर्वशरीरम् अङ्गारैः व आकीर्यमाणं मन्यते। So due to these two, it is as if that the body is spread over with burning coal. Angaraihi va akiryamanam mandati. Shardi atisara murcha daha moha jwara tamaka arochaka asti sandhi veda trushna avipaka anga vedadibhischa abhibhuyate. So there are varieties of symptoms: Shardi, atisara, murcha, daha, moha, jwara, tamaka, arochaka, asti sandhi bheda. This is peculiar asti sandhi. Trushna, avipaka, anga bheda, etc. यं यं च अवकाशं विसर्पानुसर्पति सः अवकाशः शान्तागारप्रकाशः अतिरिक्तो वा भवति अतिरिक्तो वा भवति so शान्तागारप्रकाश, so it is like a burnt thing shantagara, shanta angara, not agara, shanta angara. So a burning coal has subsided, then what remains? अतिरिक्तः वा भवति, or it becomes too red. अग्निदग्ध प्रकारेश्च स्फोटे हि उपचीयते. And there are vispotas like Agnidagdha. So in Pramadadagdha, these are the things. So Shigragatvad Asheva Ramanusari bhavati. And as it is having a pace, it immediately becomes Brahmanusari. So it immediately affects Marmasthanam. अस्थिभेद व संधिभेद असा स्वतंत्र आहे का? There is no symptoms in maybe sandhibheda, so it might be asti sandhibheda together. So asnam sandhaya asti sandhi, tasmin bhedah asti sandhi bhedah, that would be proper. So due to fast speed or pace, it reaches marma. मर्मणि च उपतप्ते पवनः अतिबलः भिनत्ति अंगानि अतिमात्रं प्रमोहयति संज्ञाम्. So when marma becomes utapta, अतिबलवान पवन, अतिबलवान वायु, भिनत्ति अंगानि अतिमात्रं. So it creates bheda, anga bheda in too much intensity. Pramohayati savnyam. And there is savnya pramoha. So this is a step taken by the body for masking the symptoms, pramoha particularly or something like that. So when we see patients getting into coma or kind of thing, semi-coma, etc., at least the pain is not felt by the patient, and it is masking of the symptom. Of course, this is a dangerous sign. Hikka shvasa janeti, creates hikka and shvasa. Nashayati nidram. And this is dangerous, so there is no sleep. स नष्ट निद्रा प्रमूढ़ संज्ञा व्यथित चेता न क्वचन सुखम उपलभते. And when he doesn't have sleep, pramudha saunya vyatita cheta, and vyatita mind, chitta, na kvachan sukham upalabhate. And from anywhere he doesn't get happiness or sukha any way or something like that. Arati paritaha sthanat asanat chayyam prantum icchati. So there is becheni, arati. So no kachit kutrachit sthane avasthanam sthanat asanat chayyam prantum icchati. So from sthana or asana he wants to go to bed. Klishtabhishcha ashum nidram bhajati. And if there is lot of pain, then ashu nidram bhajati, then he may get immediate sleep. Durbala dukkha prabodhascha bhavati, becomes durbala and dukkha prabodha. Tam evam vidam agni visarpam paritam achikitsyam vidyat. So this kind of patient who is Agni Visarpa Parita is achikitsya. It is incurable. So not to be treated, untreatable, like that. So these are very dangerous patients. As I said yesterday, I had seen only one patient during my second year in Tarakan Hospital, and it was this Agni Visarpa, and it was just horrible to see him. And the kind of pain and other things, sufferings he had were immense as such. So this is quite troublesome. This Agni Visarpa is definitely quite troublesome. वातपित्त इत्यादिना अग्निविसर्पलक्षणमाह परस्परं लब्धबलमिति वातपित्तं च अन्योन्यं वर्धितशक्तिकम्. So doshas are different from each other. So the properties of vata, properties of pitta, and properties of kapha do not really resemble each other. But still, when they come together, they can be helping each other or they can be supporting each other. And that is how either in a healthy state they maintain the body, or in disease state they trouble the body. They have the capacity to do the things in both situations. But coming together, in spite of being different characteristics, is a common feature, either for maintenance of health or for causing a disease or creating symptoms, etc., etc. So basically, it's a game of energy that the whole universe is governed by. And so the living beings also, they are also governed by varieties of energies. And when they work in harmony, everything is smooth. And when there is disruption in the harmony, that leads to disruption in the universe or disruption in the living beings. Shantangara Prakasha iti nirvana angara sadrusha Krishna ityartha. So Vizlela Nikara, like that. So Shantangara, that kind of Karshni is there. Sthanat Urdhva Sthanat. Kantum Gantum. So from upper sthana or something like that, he wants to come down and sleep. So, एवं विधम इत्यानेन अग्निविसर्पस्य अनुपहते मर्मणि इत्यादिना साध्यत्वेन वक्ष्यमाणा अवस्था व्यवस्थिता. Now this all happens if it reaches marma. Marmanusari bhavati. So शीघ्रगत्वात् आशय एव मर्मानुसारी भवति. यदि मर्मानुसारी न भवति तदा तस्य लक्षणानि न भवेयुः एवं च तत्र साध्यत्वं स्यात्. If it doesn't go into the marmasthana, then the further damage will not be there and this will be curable or something like that. And so sadhyatvena vakshamana avastha vyavasthita. There is one stage of this in which the visarpa is sadhya. So marmani cha upatakte, this is sati saptami, and this is peculiar, yat sattve yat sattvam. If that happens, then the further things happen. So it is conditional. Naturally, if the first thing doesn't happen, then the next thing also doesn't happen. And this is the beauty of Sanskrit language and the explanation given by Chakrabarti Datta. is very good. In a way, Hetu Kosha provides all cause-effect relationships, even of these type. And to understand any science, exploration of cause-effect relationship is a must. And in that context, Hetu Kosha is really remarkable. So all cause-effect relationships, whether it is regarding health, whether it is regarding any disease, any dosha condition, armor, whatever it may be, or something like that, or of a particular lakshan or symptom, everything has been taken care of in Hetu Kosha, and it's full exploration of cause-effect relationship from at least Charak Sushruta Vagbhata. So in our new Samhita project, this exploration will be even more wider, covering all texts of Ayurveda. And this forms the base for any science. So, there is importance of Hetu Kosha, Lakshan Kosha and Aushadha Kosha separately, but most important factor about Hetu Kosha is exploration of cause-effect relationships at all levels. And even minor or minute cause-effect relationships have also been explored, and the same will be the feature of Samhita project. And thus, it will be very useful to understand the scientific nature of science, of Ayurveda as such. Today, what is scientific and what is unscientific? The borderline is very faint as such. We have a concept about the scientific nature of something. Yes. Scientific nature or cause-effect relationship, and that is dependent on particular factors, or there is a particular paradigm associated with today's sciences. And our sciences have a totally different paradigm. And sitting in one paradigm, we can't understand the second paradigm. So when we are looking at cause-effect relationship in conventional medicine, say for example microorganisms, diseases, infectious diseases or something like that. At the same time, we have a separate cause-effect relationship through doshas for infectious diseases like jwara. So when we are looking at jwara from conventional medicine point of view, we are in a different paradigm. And the same thing when we try to visualize through Ayurveda, we are in a different paradigm. And it is very difficult to get out from one paradigm, enter into another paradigm, and try to understand it in that particular framework. Unless and until you become aloof, you can't think like that. And that is quite difficult. So the best thing to do is to try to understand within Ayurveda framework the cause-effect relationship according to Ayurveda. Within conventional framework, the cause-effect relationship in conventional medicine, and then become aloof from both these and try to visualize it uh, above that or something like that. So in a bird's eye view perspective. So I started the series of articles in Sakar, वैद्यक विश्व एक विहंगमावलोकन, bird's eye view of medical world, etc. Wherein these different paradigms are there. It might be associated with conventional medicines and Ayurveda, homeopathy, Chinese medicine, acupuncture, and maybe yoga practices, etc., etc. And within their framework, they need to understand what is arogya or what is health, what is disease, what are the symptoms, what are the stages of disease, etc., etc., curability, incurability, in their own framework. Every science has its own framework. And when we try to see the same disease in Ayurvedic framework, it's a total different framework. So whatever has been said as incurable in conventional medicine might get cured in Ayurveda. That it is quite possible, something like that. So unless and until we start understanding Ayurveda as a whole, it is very difficult to comment on anything. And one way of reaching this goal of understanding Ayurveda is to explore the cause-effect relation to full extent. And this is the function associated with Hetukosha. And may it be just the published Hetukosha of Ch.Chi.21, or may it be as what I am planning now, a bigger one comprising all texts of Ayurveda. And exploring these. The same is true about exploration of symptom disease relationship. So Lakshana Kosha explores this relationship and to great extent. So any symptom that might be associated with any disease or any dosha condition, agni condition, or whatever it may be, or something like that is revealed through Lakshana Kosha. This is our approach towards that. Conventional medicine has also French index exploring the 9 symptom and disease relationship. And also there is another paradigm shift in conventional medicine itself with the introduction of technology. So the pathological investigations, the radiological investigations, etc., etc. This is another paradigm shift in conventional medicine, and in which it incorporates symptoms associated with investigations. So high sugar level, thyroid, deranged thyroid levels, or finding of cyst or tumor, etc. in the radiology, etc. So this itself has become a symptom kind of thing. Diagnosis is made on the basis of that, and treatment is offered on the basis of that. So this is again a total shift from previous signs and symptoms to investigative signs and symptoms or something like that. And this we also have to think in our parameter or on our parameter or our framework. Like people are coming to us hepatitis B positive, HIV positive, etc. No symptoms. So we have to think of this in Ayurvedic perspective and try to make a diagnosis and give treatment. The framework, original framework is conventional, and we are looking at it from Ayurvedic framework. This is again a difficult task to do. In homeopathy, again, there is symptom index associated with directly medicines. So, Hanuman has put varieties of symptoms associated with varieties of drugs at body level or physical level, at mental level, etc., etc. And if these drugs can produce those symptoms, those can be potentized and used in very small size, nanoparticle size, 6x, 30x, like that, to cure the symptoms arising from that. So this is again a different paradigm. They try to look at symptoms. I don't know, I'm not aware what homeopathy thinks about the investigative symptoms in conventional medicine. They should have been accommodating that. Another issue. But how do they accommodate? That is different kind of thing. So anyway, this is exploration of symptom and disease. And the third is Aushadha Kosha, which is exploration of health, disease, symptoms, etc. That is health, disease, symptoms, etc. So we have even Rasayan and Vajikaran kinds of medicine. Rasayan and Vajikaran kinds of medicines for healthy people. That is one aspect. And food itself can be used as medicine. That is another aspect over there. And besides that, we have a wide range of plant origin, animal origin, natural ores like gold, silver, copper, etc. And exploration of varieties of medicines. Not only this type, but there is Adravya Chikitsa as well. Or there is Daiva Upashraya Chikitsa as well. So, again, the base of a living being needs to be explored in different paradigms. Whatever we have been learning at our school level, there is no role of mind, intellect, and ego, and emotions, etc. when we learn biology, either it is zoology or botany, we get into the structures through anatomy and the functions associated with the structures. But as a living being, the mind, the ego, antakarana or something like that, the role of soul, etc., are not explored in today's sciences. Whereas, in Ayurvedic perspective, liveliness is associated with all these. It's not only the body. And as I was discussing day before, that शरीरावयवास्तु परमाणुभेदेन अपरिसंख्याः भवन्ति. And intellect is associated with the at the cell level, or the emotions are associated even at the cell level. And that is why happiness brings health, and unhappiness brings diseases or something like that. So the reflection of these psychological aspects over body when physical diseases is also seen. So the frame of reference, the chaukat, as what we say in Marathi, of looking at any science or the thing is the mindset that has been developed right from the childhood. And this mindset is not very easy to change. To improve liveliness or oja, can Makaradhwaj be given to a Kushta patient? Right. Makaradhwaj can be given to a Kushta patient, there is no doubt. To improve ojas. But the frame of reference makes a difference. And we are generally in a particular frame, thinking within that frame. Out of box thinking is very rare, very difficult to do. And it can't be truly out of box. It will have some relationship with the box itself. So when I start thinking about conventional medicine, I will be looking at it in my perspective. It will need not be pure conventional perspective. Whereas a conventional doctor looking at Ayurveda will not be pure Ayurveda. It will have his own perspective. Through his window, he is trying to see. So everybody's window is different, and the visualization is different. And where is the truth? that is still a big question. So how do we really understand the truth? And what is real truth? So we are all, in a way, trying to observe the truth like the six blind men and the elephant as such. Everybody is feeling elephant in a different way or something. But anyway, these are the means to explore Hetu Kosha, Lakshan Kosha and Aushadha Kosha, or cause-effect relationship, symptom disease relationship, and or health disease relationship, and medicine and health or disease relationship. So if this particular view is taken and we try to compare varieties of medical sciences as such, we have a different picture in that scenario. So it might be that my next article will be published in Sakar, wherein I am shifting from this diabetic nephropathy to a more wider view of medical world, emphasizing on the education, the research, the clinical practices, pharmaceutical industry, and insurance companies. So, this is what I am trying to explore, and the same thing is applicable everywhere. So, maybe natural farming, maybe today's chemical farming. When today's farmer tries to look at organic farming, he looks at it in a different paradigm or with a different view. Initially, there is resistance to accept. Then you start experiencing, and then you may get converted or something like that. So, at least the process should start of thinking. And this Anupahate Marmani, this is very important. I started with this discussion because this is exploration of Hetukosha to understand the causative factor, conditional causative factor. That if the marma is upahata, then this happens or something like that. So whenever there are conditions, one has to be cautious and see whether this is applicable everywhere or not. Kapapittam prakupittam balavat svena hetuna visarpatyeka deshetu prakleyadayati dehinam. So kapha and pitta prakupit balavat svena hetuna with their own positive factors visarpati ekadeshetu, and that creates kleda in the deha. So these are strong kapha and pitta prakupita. So tadvikaraha shita jvaram shiro gurutvam daha staimityam angavasadanam didra tandra mohaha annadvesha pralapaha agninasha daurbalyam asti bhedo, doesn't say asti sandhi bheda, मूर्छा पिपासा स्रोतसां प्रलेपः जाड्यम् इन्द्रियाणां प्रायोपवेशनम् अङ्गविक्षेपः अङ्गमर्दः अरतिः औत्सुक्यं च उपजायते. So there are varieties of symptoms as such, Shurgurutvadaha, etc. And some are of kapha and pitta, and some are of vata, like this asthibheda, angavasadana, and prayopaveshanam, angavikshepa, angamarda, outsukya, etc. These are associated with vata dosha. So might be there will be margavaraduranya vata prakopa leading to these. प्रायश्च आमाशय विसर्पति अलसकः एकदेशग्राही च. So praya, it goes into the amashaya, or visarpa, it's up in the amashaya. Kapha and pitta both have amashaya as a common site, sthana. Alasaka is staying there, and ekadesha grahicha, so it captures a part of that. यस्मिंश्च अवकाशे विसर्पो विसर्पति सः अवकाशः रक्तपीत पाण्डु पीडकावकीर्णः इव मेचकाभः कालो मलिनः स्निग्धो बहुष्मा गुरुः स्तिमितवेदनः श्वयथुमान् गम्भीरपाकः निरास्रावः शीघ्रक्लेदः स्विन्न क्लिन्न पूतिमांसत्वक् क्रमेण अल्परुक् परामृष्टः अवदीर्यते. So this is again quite dangerous. So Raktapita Pandu Pidaka Vakirana. So these are the Pidakas, Raktapita Pandu Pidaka. Avakiranaha Iva Mechakavaha Avakiranaha Iva, as if Vyapta Mechakavaha. It is like Mechaka. This is Mayura Kantha that is called as Mechaka. Kalo Malina or Krishna Varna Malina Snigdha Bahushma. So there is lot of heat. Guru Stimita Vedanaha. Guru Stimita Vedana. So this Bahushma, this may be explored further. I have this in my mind for many days and still it has not been practically put, that we may have a laser thermometer which is quite costly, but anyway, that is a one-time investment. And whenever there is a differentiation of temperature within the body, Tatar Guruji tried to explain the hot sparsha, Ushna sparsha of Yakrutan Kriya, particularly after measles and smallpox. So now this is subjective. This can be made objective with the help of laser thermometer, and we can instantaneously get the temperature. So also it is possible to know the Ushma in Vranashotha kind of thing, or this Visarpa kind of thing. And particularly in Vranashotha, it is difficult to decide Pakvavastha or not, whether it is Purna Pakvavastha or Little Pakvavastha or something like that. And this might be of help. And anyway, we try to evolve objective parameters for varieties of things. That is a requirement to take our science ahead in today's era or something like that. So I had a funny thought that CCRS may take up a project itself for exploring the areas for objective parameters in Ayurveda. This itself can be a project or something like that. So what are the things to be known that we try to understand, and then what can be used for that particular purpose? That is next step. So we want to note the temperature. That can be one thing more accurately, and either it is mercury thermometer or it is this laser thermometer or so like that. So Aushnya and Shaitya can be judged on this basis. We want to know the Kharasparsha, Rukshata, Parushatva, etc. And we may try to develop sensors for that. That this is this much Ruksha, this much Snigdha or something like that. We might try to know Mrudutva, Katinatva of kind of things, whether it is a benign tumor or malignant tumor. And with some instrumentation, we try to decide whether it is Mrudu or Katina. By feel, we can know, but this is again subjective. So, better to have objective parameters. So, Gurumandaimastikdash Lakshanasandra Murdustara Gunasa Sukshma Vishada Vimshatisya Viparyayaha. How many parameters can we check? Can we develop objective parameters to know these gunas or something like that, or know the activities, karma, or that? So, in Vimantan 4th chapter, Agnim Jarana Shaktya Pariksheta, Balam Vyayama Shaktya, etc., there are sutras like that. So, how can we identify strength of a particular person? Pulatkar sir had this concept of using Dipi apparatus cuff and asking the patient to press it and see the objective parameter, how far the mercury can go up or something like that. to understand the strength. And maybe in paralysis patients, we use both the hands and compare the loss of strength in the affected hand or something like that as compared to the normal hand. So, like that, we have sutras and we need to elaborate on those sutras and how objective parameters can be developed. And then Dushandesham Balankala Madalam Prakritim Vayaha, if we have objective parameters for all these, that will be unbiased and the scientific nature of Ayurveda can be proved more easily. So, shifting from subjective to objective. Of course, purely objective is not also very good because you need to have some subjective element into that. Intuition is still a different issue, still a different thing. And intuitionally, one may feel that this might be this or something like that. It need not be mechanized or should not work like a robot. But anyway, many things. Now the strength of computer today has tremendous analytical strength. Computer. When the criteria is given and you have readings, it can make very good analysis within fraction of seconds. And on the basis of this objective parameters can give you results that this is the situation or something like that. So this is use of artificial intelligence as such, and exploring varieties of factors uh, in a given time frame and coming out with overall picture, gross picture is possible through this technology of computer. No doubt human brain is far superior, but still we may not be indulging in small things. And beyond that, still there is work for human brain. That is still different issue or something like that. But anyway, Bahushma, we started with Bahushma. And like that, we may have different instrumentation or objective parameters for understanding varieties of things. And now weight we are also noting for every patient, though there is no criteria for weight in the Ayurvedic text. So Dushan Desham Balam Kalam, there is Krushatva, there is Pushti or Sthaulya, but there is no weight criteria. Anyway, we have adopted it in today's practices. That is objective parameter. Whether it throws light on Krushatva or Sthaulya, that is a different issue. There are other parameters also, Samamasa, Parmanasa, Samasamvanana, Naraha, or something like that. That also depends on the Samvanana of the body and not only the weight. But still, this can be one of the criteria. And like that, and it is simple. So, like that, we can think of such parameters as such and try for or keep on looking for gadgets that we may try to get. Now there is already much more what we can say use of instrumentation in Panchakarma and We have different tables. We have Shirodhara machine. We have Sarvangadhara machine now, or something like that. So mechanized things are available, and in conventional medicine, it is more for diagnosis, more for uh, surgical aspect, particularly. So the surgeries which I have seen in my college life were much primitive as what we see surgeries today, or something like that. So technology has drastically changed and made it easy, or something like that. So we need to understand all these perspectives and may try to explore these. Of course, this is against what I was reading about Bhutan and Cuba, a book written by Dilip Kulkarni. What he has said, it is exploitation of energy sources, natural sources, with the use of technology. And that is again leading to disaster or something like that. So the development has to be a sustainable development, and today's development is not a sustainable development. It is going to destruction. And might be that everything will be destroyed, and then we'll have to start from scratch once again or something like that. But use of intellect for what? This is a basic question. Long back, I remember Dr. Mashelkar giving a message to the scientists that use of technology for upliftment of rural area, rural people, or something like that. This was a theme given by him. And what modern technology can be applied for upliftment of farmers? That was the theme. Something. So, if we look around, there are varieties of revolutions taking place, and there is a shift of paradigm in varieties of fields from conventional or traditional ways to some new ways or something like that. And what seems to be a problem at from one perspective might be a benefit in another perspective or something like that. But this is again an attitude or mindset through which we try to see and how a mindset is created. This is a big question that I have been thinking of for last 2-3 decades maybe, and still struggling with that. Anyway, one may get influenced by a particular thing and may devote his life for that particular thing and may come out with some astonishing results or something. But if we really want to have a sustainable kind of thing, then this erratic way is really not good. Fortunately enough, we have the concepts of dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, and chaturveda purusharthas, and keep ourselves on proper path. These four purusharthas play a vital role. So anyway, I started with instrumentation or developing objective parameters. One should keep this in mind and try to explore things as and when there will be an opportunity to explore. So Guruhu Stimita Vedanaha Shvayathuman Gambhira Pakaha. So the Paka is deep inside. Nirasravaha Shigra Klenaha Svinna Klinna Puti Mausatva. So there is Svinnatva Klinnatva Puti Mausatva. Kramena Alparuk Paramrushtaha Avadidiyate. Kramena, where it is to be applied, or Svinna and then Klinna and then Puti, that might be Kramena. Alparuk Paramrushtaha Avadidiyate. So when it is touched, it breaks open. Kardama iva avapidito antaram prayachati. So like Kardama is water and mud, so to say, water and soil together, so chikkal. Avapiditaha antaram prayachati upaklinna puti mausatyagi. So there is oozing of this upaklinna puti mausa. Sira snayu samdarshi. So Sira and snayu get exposed. Kunapagandhicha bhavati. So it's like the smell of a dead body. Saudnya Smriti Hantacha. And there is loss of Saudnya, loss of Smriti. Tan Kardama Viparit, Karvisarpa Paritam Achikitsam Vidya. And this is Kardama Visarpa Parita, and this is also Achikitsya. So this is also horrible picture. If you see really these kinds of patients, these are really horrible to see. Kapapittam ityadina Kardama विसर्पमाह प्रायश्चामाशय विसर्पते इति कदर कर्दमस्य कपपित्तजन्यत्वात् कपपित्तयोश्च आमाशय स्थितत्वात् इति भावः. So as I said, both have this common side, amashaya. Alasaka iti mandavisarpi. So it spreads very slowly. Ekadesha grahina sarva sharira vyapaka. Occupies particular part of the body. मलिनः मलदिग्धः स्तिमित वेदनः इति मंद वेदनः गंभीर पाकः अंतःपाकः अंतरं प्रयच्छति इति अवकाशं ददाति. एतस्य कर्म सारूप्यस्य कर्म संज्ञा. So as it resembles kardama, it is called as kardama visarpa. Tam kardama visarpa paritam achikitsam vidyat iti. So this is achikitsya, not to be treated or something like that. Ukta sarva lakshanam kardamam asadhyam vidyat. Asampurna lakshanam prati tu chikitsa vakshatyeva. So doshe vibadhe nashte gnav sarva sampurna lakshana sandipata jvalosa. It is conditional. Doshe vibadhe agne nashtau sati sarva sampurna lakshana sandipata jvaraha asat. So if any of these conditions is not fulfilled, then it is not asadhya. In the same manner, if all these symptoms are there, then it is asadhya. Otherwise, it is treatable. And still there is a question whether it will get cured or not. Can we give relief to the patient? As what I am doing in cancer patients. Though it is incurable, at least can we give better quality of life? Can we prolong this life? This is also much important. And if that is achievable, then we should be trying for that. This is we have to redefine our objectives in such a scenario and see whether what can we do in this particular scenario. Anyway, we conclude today, and tomorrow I will deal with Guruchi once again. So maybe we finish from Aushadha Kosha. And Savita has shown me the database from Vaisheshya Ratnavali. So it is also huge. So we try to look all these databases. आयुर्वेदः प्रकाण्डो निगदितैः हि शल्यतन्त्रप्रधानः शिष्येभ्यः शाश्वतोऽयं निखिलजनकृपा व्याप्तचित्तेन येन आयुर्वेदस्य वाञ्छन् पुनरपि भुवने ताञ्च सुष्ठु प्रतिष्ठान् श्रेष्ठं धन्वन्तरिं प्रणमति च सदा वैद्यवर्गो हि नूनम् वैद्यवर्गो हि नूनम् विरम्यते व्याख्यानव्यापारात् श्वः पुनरपि मिलिष्यामः।